It's Pet Chat, where pets rule the heart.
I quite like that theme song, Chris.
I do too. It's really great.
Okay, the echo is in effect. We're just waiting to go live everywhere else. All right, we are now live on Instagram, Facebook, X video, Substack, and even YouTube, which is crazy. Oh, Chris, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
You ready to start?
I am. I was born ready, Jason.
Okay.
Do you have Brixie?
No, he'll come by eventually, though.
Yeah.
Hello, pet enthusiasts. Welcome to Pet Chat. My name is Jason Zakowski. I'm the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, Bernoulli, and the cat dad to Brix. My co-host with the mostest is...
Hi there. I'm Chris Zakowski. I'm the dog mom. I'm the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, Bernoulli, and the cat mom to Ginger and Brix.
Welcome to Pet Chat. It's our live show that we multicast across like 6 different platforms. So hello to folks that are watching us on X Live. Hello to folks that are watching us on Facebook. Hello to folks watching us on YouTube. To the Instagram crew, hello. And then, of course, the X Audio and X Video crew and Substack. Though I'm not going to be checking in on Substack. So if you're watching us on Substack, hello. We're happy to have you, but it's just too many things for me to monitor. Whew. So we didn't have Pet Chat last week, right?
No.
I don't think we did. No. Who is barking? Is that
well? I think. Bernoulli? Yeah, maybe.
Come on, get in here. One dog. You? Nope. No, you're here with me. It's okay. He and Bernoulli were just talking. It was Bunsen and Bernoulli.
Oh, yes. And now I have Bunsen. Okay, yeah, so this is what's happened, Jason. Yeah. This is what's happened in real time. Bunsen was left upstairs because he's a whiny baby during the show. So I left him upstairs, and Bernoulli just went and jailbroke him. So I know. He went to the top of the stairs and he opened, and now Bunsen's like, I'm here, and I have Beaker and Bunsen.
Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to Pet Chat. I was super sick last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you got what I got. You started coming down with it on Wednesday, so probably by Friday or Saturday I was okay. But you were just not well at all. So we've been sik for a while.
Okay, and it's a nasty bug, very, very much. It lives in your chest and like coughing. It was a bit of a nightmare.
It was, yes. So we're back, and it's been a couple weeks. If you all have some questions, the first part of Pet Chat, I've got the Bernoulli cam right here. Very wet Bernoulli. If you have some questions for us, we usually do a little bit of Q&A at the start. And then after that, we have the stories of the week. Yes, thank you. Everybody is wishing us well, that they're glad we're feeling a little bit better. Okay. So I'll be monitoring for questions. Chris, if you can watch X for questions.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, there's a good one from Anne, who's watching on Instagram. Do your dogs sleep with you? So Beaker definitely sleeps with us, and Bernoulli sometimes. He sometimes sleeps with us and sometimes not. Bunsen would, when he was younger, he would hop up and he would cuddle. And then after that, he's gotten a little older. He doesn't do that. What about, would you agree with that summation, Chris?
I would. And Bunsen likes to protect and guard the door. And Bricks actually has been coming in and spending part of the night with us because we no longer crate him at night. It's been a whole thing, a whole year of growth.
And Bricks sometimes sleeps on my side of the bed. So we have some people who are joining for the first time and maybe a little confused. So if you're joining for the first time, this is Chris and I, we're husband and wife. We do a live show. Our dogs we try to post a couple times a day on social media, and we have 3 dogs and a cat. So if you got some questions on that front, we'll answer those. So if you're wondering, that's what that is. Okay, so that's a question from Instagram. Hopefully that answered your question there. We'll get to the next one. This one is from Holly, who's watching on Facebook. And I'll throw
Hi, Holly.
Yeah, hi, Holly. We met Holly in real life. Go ahead, Chris.
So my question for the evening, Holly's question for the evening is, I just bought a harness for Toby. Toby is Holly and Colin's cat, and he is a cutie. That's for sure. Cutie.
Yeah.
And then how did you get Bricks in his harness for the first time? Any tips would be appreciated. Well, I am so sorry, Holly. All we did is we went, hi, Bricks, and we went click, click, and put it on him.
Yep.
That's all we did. And that's all we did with Ginger. I don't know if someone in the audience has a better idea. But for us, it was just as easy as 1, 2, 3. What you could try is if you have
I did reward Bricks for putting on the harness, like to start with. So that's not entirely true.
Well, for me, I just did it. But Holly, I was just going to suggest that, like, if you could get Cat It makes it. It's like a goo, and you can. I liken it to kind of like I don't know. It's like goo inside a container, inside of a packet, and then tube paste, and then cut the top, and then like bring some up so Toby can lick, and then the other person puts the harness on.
Yeah,
like a distraction.
Once I rewarded Bricks a few times, but he was a kitty. Like he was. Oh, Caden says our voices are cutting out. Well, sorry, our technology is technology. We can't. It is what it is. Yeah. So Bricks was a kitty, so we were just real lucky that we got him when he was little. Yeah. Here's a fun one from Instagram. Doseri says, how did you get so lucky to get all these amazing critters? Oh, we're just lucky. We're very lucky. They all have very unique personalities, and they're, we love them very much. Anne Wraith Lewis says, when did you start letting them sleep with you? Definitely when the dogs were 100% crate trained, and Bernoulli was slower because Bernoulli was slower because he would chew in the night, so he didn't get out of his crate at night till he was quite a bit older.
He still chews, but not as bad.
Yeah.
And when he's tired, he goes to sleep. If he's feeling rambunctious and Bricks has knocked something on the floor, it's ruined.
Oh, so this ties into how Louise, who's watching on Instagram, how did you figure out when it's a good time to no longer crate at night? Well, when they're potty trained, for sure. Crate training for us also gave them a safe space to go. And you never know if your dog is going to get sick. So it's nice having them crate trained. So if they go to the vet and they have to spend time overnight, they've been in a crate before. And I guess when do you know not to crate them at night? how old was Bunsen when Bunsen did not like the crate, so he's a little different. But we forced the issue. We made sure that he was crate trained at least when he was little. Beaker probably about a year, a little less than a year, and then Bernoulli more than a year, like a year and a half.
Ideally, I would still love if all the dogs were crate trained at night, but that's not a reality for us.
Okay.
Yeah. And I really wish Bricks was still crate trained because he knocked something over in the night and you looked at me and you said, "What was that?" I said, "I think that was Bricks." And then you rolled over and went back to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Yep. So that happened.
Somebody's asking which dog is with me. It's Bernoulli. So I think you've got.
Oh, and then I do. I have Bunsen.
You've got Bunsen. What's Beaker doing?
Well, okay. So friends, the kids came, or Adam came, and he got mattress. And Beaker is wet because she had to get a real big wash off after the walk. Maybe Jason will tell that story. I almost vomited. Anyway, so she is now trying to dry herself on the air mattress that is deflated in here. And I have Bunsen, and now I have Bernoulli, and I have Beaker. I have everybody.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, he escaped.
No, you let him out.
Yeah, he come back. Bernoulli, come here. Bernoulli. Come on, buddy. Come on. Here we go. Bernoulli, come on. Bunsen, you go with Mom. Yeah, okay. All right. I got two of them. They'll let you. Okay. Caden asks a good question. Do you have any cats? Yeah, we've got a cat named Bricks. I'm not sure where he is. He's out and about. You've got Bunsen. Bricks is around somewhere. We'll show him if we see him. And Holly, just on the crating issue, we had intended to only crate Sasha at night for a few months, but she decided she wanted to keep sleeping in her crate. Yep. So that's good for dogs. Dogs, the research shows that dogs feel that like the crate for them can be very, very safe.
I have Bricks.
You have Bricks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen Lee 73 said, will the brick stuffy be available soon? As soon as it can be available, it will be available. We are in the last few weeks, I think, of prototyping it. But it's got to be perfect. Like, we have to be happy with it. It can't have any like things that doesn't look like him. So we are taking our time to make sure that it looks really good. And then just like the moose leg stuffy, chew toy, it will be a Kickstarter or a pre-sale, and we always make sure we throw in some really fun stuff. And we have some really exciting not freebies, but fun, because you do have to pay for the pre-sale. We have some fun stuff we're going to throw in for the pre-sale people. Gabby says, Mummy Fave has anybody have questions on Twitter, Chris?
No, but Team Service Roddy, who is Marla, says, glad everyone is feeling better. Pool party time. Bernoulli is always welcome to dip his paws in the water.
Oh, there's a pool at Marla's house. Is that what's going on?
Yes, that's what's going on.
Okay. We'll take a couple more questions, and then we're going to move on to the stories of the week. Chris has Bricks right there. He's been really cuddly with you today.
I know. I am loving it. Now, you may remember when he was a tiny, tiny kitten, and you were supposed to stay small. You were supposed to stay tiny, and you didn't. You're a monstrosity.
Cindy has a good comment on Instagram. My cat sleeps in a crate every night with the door open. He puts himself in there. Yeah, and Bricks was crate trained. We did crate train Bricks. And that kept him safe because he was so little compared to the big dogs. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's so cuddly. He's such a good cat.
We had him double decker. We had Bernoulli on the bottom and Bricks on the top.
It was cute.
It was
it was a double decker.
So much room for activities, but it was a lie because like two massive crates in our room make there less room for activities.
The bigger the critter, the more to love. That's a great comment from Instagram. We have people saying Bricks is so cute. He is. So we'll take one more question, then we'll get to our stories. Margie Stein says, which of your fur babies is the most affectionate? So Bernoulli is kind of a stage 5 clinger affectionate. So he's right here with me. This is him normally. This is him. Look, and there's Beaker. Beaker's affectionate, but she's cuddly. You're gonna get on her nerve. She's not gonna like that. Beaker, don't lick her ear. She doesn't want to get licked. Beaker is like snuggly on the couch. Bernoulli is very affectionate. He's very affectionate. No. Bernoulli is very affectionate, but I would say Bricks is the most affectionate out of all of them, especially with me. Okay. All right. I told you if you licked her ear, she was going to tell you off. Did you get told off? No, you're Mr.
Well,
Sheepish.
sometimes he smells her in other places that she's not really a fan of.
No, she's telling him to stop it. One more question from Paula. She says, is Brick still growing? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Go lay down, Beaker. Being grouchy. There we go. Okay. Chris, is Brick still growing?
I think so. I think he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just is big.
All right. Should we get through the stories of the week, Chris?
Yeah.
We'll come back to questions in a little bit. We usually share a couple of the stories of the week just to let everybody know what's happening, because we generally just see what we post online. Bernoulli had his third class? Bernoulli had his third class of puppy school, and man, did he do so good this week at puppy school. Probably because I wasn't so sick. Because last week I was like crazy sick and really not paying attention. I was just trying to get through the day. Mm-hmm. We were doing like sidestepping, right? Yeah, and he was doing super good with that. Anything else from puppy school, Chris?
His drop is very good. The other dog, one of the other dogs, he's a German Shepherd and he's a cutie. And his family was asking how come Bernoulli's so good. but
Bernoulli has been through level 3 before. This is a brush up, so we probably need to come clean and tell them that like he's kind of done some of this stuff before. It's different though. Are you finding it's way different? It's harder.
I do.
What
harder.
We're doing right now is way harder. Yeah, like they've added a whole bunch of extra skills.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bernoulli is just crushing it. He's doing so good.
Well, he's such he loves to please. And he's such a good boy. And I do attribute it to he does go to Waggles 3 times a week, and sometimes they use him as a practice dog or as a demo dog. They use Beaker too, which is shocking because she didn't pass level 2, or she has level 2.
She has level 2. We haven't done level 3 with her yet.
No, well, we can't because she needs to brush up on level 2 skills.
Yeah.
And so she pops up, like she doesn't stay down. So
she doesn't want to please as much as the burners do. She's okay to kind of like, she's kind of like, all right, maybe. But also we could try way harder. Yeah. Okay, so that was doggy day there. That was puppy school. So Bernoulli's in level 3. The hope is that after level 3, he can they have a new class level 4, and it goes over a whole bunch of the skills and stuff that Bernoulli would need to start some kind of path towards like a facility dog to get some accreditation there. That's of course our end goal with him. And we're working really hard on him being open and friendly with everybody. And he's getting so much better with that too. But it's fun having him do all this stuff and see him smile, and he likes his dog friends and he likes the people there. So if that never happens, he just likes to go, and it's really rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Go Bernoulli, yes. Okay, Chris, what's another story of the week?
Okay, so because Brix is getting bigger or getting older, he'll be approaching a year in August. I think this is about the age that we got Ginger. The age of Kitty that she is. Don't you dare. Just a second. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hi, everyone. Just full disclosure, I have a litter box in here for Brix, but it's open. And he just used it, and I just have to put it up because otherwise I'm very worried that Bunsen will eat it. So that's wonderful. Sorry. Back to regular scheduled programming. But now when we got Ginger, Jason was in awe of how high she could jump. Like she had springs for legs, so she like blink and get anywhere. And Brix couldn't. Brix, for the longest time, we thought, ooh, maybe this is a cat that can't get on every single counter. Just kidding. He can now get on absolutely every single counter. And he also has been using his climbing wall more frequently as he gets more confident.
Yeah.
As he gets more confident in his abilities to jump and prowl around. So that's what's happening. Yes, he's new and improved. He's leveled up.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten a bit older, way stronger, and man, can he jump. And he's also way more brave up on the cat shelves. Somebody asked, why do dogs feel the need to eat cat poo? Probably because it tastes so good to them. I don't know. It's pretty disgusting. We agree. They shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Gabby asked, how is the new cat shelving going? It hasn't arrived yet. It's shipping here by June 3rd. So that's one thing. And we didn't get it through Amazon. We got it made by somebody on Etsy, and it takes time to get to where we live in the world. And I was hopeful it'd get here fast. But it is what it is. We ship stuff all around the world, and we always ask people, try to be patient because we're not Amazon. So we also have to give that grace to people that are shipping stuff to us. Sometimes it just takes a long time. So yeah, I did buy that a couple weeks ago. But they have to build it. And I don't want to spoil too much, actually, because I think when I install it, I want it to be pretty exciting. Okay, that is Brix. Come on in, Brix. Let Brix in. Nope. What? Oh, he's not there? Okay. You might want to talk about your pierogi story.
Oh yeah. So now I have Beaker and Brix and Bunsen in here. Great. And yes. Beaker is smelling. She is smelling the cat box. She's like, where is it? Now I was going to say, when we just had Ginger, we only had a litter box downstairs and the gate would be locked and it would be no problem. But now, because Bernoulli, as you know, can open up any gate, nothing can hold me, says Bernoulli. Now we have to be strategic with our litter boxes, and that's happening. What was the question?
It was the pierogi story, because I alluded
to the pierogi story. Okay. Yes. Hello. Pierogies. Yes. I really like pierogies. And I made some pierogies.
Is this because you're Ukrainian?
Could be. Yes. Likely. Very much so.
Yeah. Your family's very Ukrainian.
I went to Costco and they had the special pierogi people that make the pierogies, and they're delicious. Delicious. I had samples. Anyway, I made these pierogies and I was eating them by myself, and that's fine. You had already had supper. I just was going to have pierogies, and I was holding the bowl, and Bricks came in hot, yoink, yoinkers, and he grabbed one, and it looked like a little mouse in his mouth, because he just got it, and then he ran. He ran as fast as he could away from me, and I yelled at you. I'm like, Jason, Bricks has a pierogi. He got a pierogi, and you're like, what? And then you were not moving quickly, and so I'm trying to put the bowl down so no dog gets my pierogies. So I had to put it away special, and then Bricks was hiding underneath the bench, and I moved the bench. I saw Bricks. And there was no pierogi. He ate it.
Some people didn't know what a pierogi was, Chris. What is a pierogi? Like, that's something that
it's like a dumpling.
Yeah.
It's like unleavened bread, not unleavened flour mixture around deliciousness. So you can make them with potatoes and sour cream, or potatoes and cheese. The one I had was potato and jalapeno. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I was a little worried that would be spicy coming out Bricks' other end.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happened. And that's why the pierogi story was in Text from Bunsen this week.
Yeah, he was fine. Maybe that's why the dogs are really interested in this poop. Somebody had a really good kind of sciencey comment about why dogs eat cat poop.
Great.
Louisiana Hannah 094. I've read this before, and you did a much better job of explaining it. Sometimes mother dogs eat puppy excrement in the early days, so female dogs are more likely to eat the cat poop, but also cat poop is really high in protein, and dogs like that. So there you go. Paulus is a
Bricks' food is also high. Bricks' food is also high in protein. He's a carnivore.
Yeah. Paulus says there's even blueberry pierogies. They're okay. Like, I don't want to say I dislike them. I just find they don't have a lot of flavor. They're very bland. So, and then of course people are going to say, well, you're not making it right. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I've had Ukrainian pierogies made by actual Ukrainian people at Chris's get together, like people who immigrated from the Ukraine. So, all right, the last little story, and then we'll get back to questions, and we'll let people share their own stories if they'd like. Oh, somebody said, well, this is quite the educational chat. Well, that's what we do. We talk about a lot, dogs poop and pee and puke. That's a lot of their life. Speaking of poop.
Oh, no.
Well, we went on a walk literally right before Pet Chat. And I was back with Beaker because she was doing her number 2. And then I heard shouting. I was trying to set the dogs up for a nice picture. I'm like, oh, Jason's back there. I have a couple seconds to get a picture of Bunsen and Bernoulli together. And so I stopped and I was like, hey, boys, let's get that's when I started screaming because Bunsen found poop. And he went over to it and he was smelling it. And that's when I was like, oh no. And then because they like to go quickly, he ate it. And then Bernoulli came over, and then Beaker came shooting in, and she was rolling in it, and she started rolling in it, and it was terribly smelly, terribly awful. Oh, it was rank.
And Jason's recording all of this, content.
I did record it.
Yeah, and then there was not only poop where I was standing trying to protect the poop pile that was already there was another one. And so Beaker was like, what? Over in the other poop pile. And Jason's like, how come you didn't stop the poop rolling? And I'm like, I thought I did, but I did not. There was multiple piles. So that happened.
Yeah. Look who I have.
You're so lucky.
Oh, meow, Bricks. You're okay. Hello. That was my boy. He is such a good cat. Look at him. You want to meow? No. Okay. You can go. There you go. Bye. Yeah. So I had to give Beaker a bath. A hose bath. So that happened right before Pet Chat. So I'm soaked. My socks. I probably should have taken my socks off. My shorts are soaked. Anyways, I didn't have time to change before. Where did Bricks go? There he is. Oh, he's hanging. Look, he's by the Grogu I made. Brixie. Hi. Dinosaur meows, please. Oh, yeah. That was a trend on social media that we hopped on where you ask your cat what sound the dinosaur makes. And then you. Sorry, I'm trying to video the Bernoulli and Bricks. They love each other, Chris. They really like each other.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do. They just hang out together. They're like brothers. It's so weird because there's different species. Yeah. For people who are on live, if you're listening on audio, you're not seeing any of this. It is pretty cute though. Bricks meow like a dinosaur. Dinosaur meows, please. Bricks, what does the dinosaur say? Oh, he's just being playful. He's probably going to reach over there and smack Bernoulli to get them to
play with me.
He really wants Bernoulli to play with him right now. Look at this. They're pretty cute. Bernoulli's just so gentle now. He just gives Bricks his space. He does lick him though. Like he does lick. Bernoulli and Bricks are brothers in paws. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Really nice comments. People are saying they're so sweet together. They are so sweet together. Okay, well, nobody needs to see that.
No.
Okay. Okay, that's probably it for our stories. We will move to, if anybody on audio wants to come up to share their story or ask us a question, you can do that on audio, or you can type in your new questions and we'll just finish with some Q&A. Caden, who's watching on Facebook, says, do you guys live in the same apartment? We're in the same house. We're in our basement right now. We're just on separate audio inputs because I don't know really how the big podcasters can do what they do without without having audio bleed. I think they just got much better audio equipment where they're like in the same room and there's not audio artifacting happening. I think they just got like way nicer mics that just scoop in sound better. But this is not a tech talk. Okay. So thanks for the question, Caden. Margie says so great for Bernoulli because he loves cats. That's true. He does love cats so much. He loves cats so much. Are there any questions on Twitter, Chris, or on X?
No. There was Bianca said that there's chaos in the house, and Susan says that she loves that we are friends with Marla, and Bianca says good morning from the future. Bianca is definitely from Australia, where it's gray and cold there, so they're snuggling indoors today. I already talked about Marla saying that she's invited Bernoulli for a toe dip at her pool, Chesney's pool. Chesney and Kenji are, it's like so cute. And then Belinda also is from the future, and it's topsy-turvy weather in where she's at, which is South Wales, New South Wales.
Kay has a question from Instagram, Chris. K8. What are their pets' favorite things to do during the day aside from naps and eating? Okay. No.
Bricks loves to play.
Yeah, he does.
He loves to play. And he entertains himself, and he bats his little toys around, and sometimes our big dogs wreck them, which is super sad, but he likes to play. Bernoulli during the day, I think, just powers down. Yeah. All the big dogs just power down. Bunsen likes to guard the door and just wait for us to get home.
Yeah, the dogs just power down and sleep. You've had the Furbo camera on them, and they just like on our long, Monday is our long day away from them when we're teaching. So that's probably the longest that they're home alone, and they just sleep. They just power down and sleep all day. And then,
however,
the
Furbo is now sentient.
Oh,
it can read things, and it also is, I guess, more expressive in its language. It's using adjectives and adverbs to describe the movement of the dog. So sometimes it'll be like, it thinks every animal that we have is named Bunsen because we programmed Bunsen in. And so even if it's Bricks, it's Bunsen is laying loftily by the camera, or Bunsen sure has a spring in his step, meaning that it's like Bricks being like busy. So it's really funny because I get notifications on my device and I just laugh.
That's funny.
Bricks or Bunsen is unusually active today. Okay, thanks, Furbo.
Fun Star Blue makes a good comment that dogs don't catnip, they power nap. That's right, they do. The Berners just absolutely power nap. They just shut her down and they sleep for like a couple hours every morning. Gabby asks how Gord and Doc are doing. Good. Yep, they're doing good. Fran asks what are their favorite toys. We can probably run through this real quick, hey? Bunsen's is easy. He likes these hedgehogs that Chris finds that grunt. So when you bite them, they go honk, honk. They kind of like honk or they grunt. He loves them, and he actually plays with them, even though he's like an old dog. He played
with it today.
Yeah, he gets so excited. Yeah, he gets so excited when the hedgehogs come out. When he gets a brand new hedgehog, he just loves it. Beaker likes any kind of toy. I don't know if she has a favorite. She greets people with a toy in her mouth. That's like her thing. It's like if somebody comes to the door or we come home, she brings a toy, and it's just a random toy. She sometimes needs to work her feelings out on toys if she's upset. So if something's making her mad, she'll just go over and go and start biting a toy. So I don't know. Does she have a favorite toy, Chris?
No.
I don't think Bernoulli has a favorite toy either.
No.
His pretzel, maybe, now that we're using it in school, but that's like a school toy.
Yeah, it's not in with the regular mix.
No. I don't know. His favorite toy is the cats. He just loves them. Bricks really likes his fake computer that you got him, Chris. He loves it.
Yep.
I think he uses it more than any of his other toys.
Yep.
Yeah. He's got a little laptop on the counter that he uses every day.
He's just, sending so many emails.
Yeah, it's like bring me kitty litter. No, bring me kitty treats. What is the cat food that we give him that he loves so much? Tiki cat.
Yeah, the Tiki cat.
Janice asked, will the dogs be going to school during final exams? I don't know.
I think we can ask, and if the answer is yes, then that's a great answer. If it's no, then they will not be.
Mm-hmm. Any new wildlife hanging around since Norbert left? I haven't checked the cameras in the last week, but I did check the camera that had about a week's worth of footage on it, and there wasn't much anything. There was a deer and a moose, and that's about it. And Gabby is right. We're going to need to see them each with a moose leg toy. You bet. So the company we're working with on that, they've been so excellent. And like we get updates all the time and on the time frame. So like we've been really impressed with this company, and they've made the toy a little bit bigger than what we said it was going to be. So that's exciting. And for everybody that supported the Kickstarter for that, thank you very much. And when they come in, if you haven't got one, you better get one quick, because once they sell out, they sell out. Does Bricks play with Bunsen the same way he does with Bernoulli? He tries, right, Chris?
He does.
Yeah. And Bunsen's not really into it. No, he wasn't really into. He was actually, I think he was kind of scared of Ginger, so he just gave Ginger a lot of space.
Yeah, she's terrifying. Susan says, my brother's golden retriever would also bring a favorite toy to everyone. Yeah, that's Beaker's MO. We get BarkBox, and we open them up, and she just brings them to people. Now we have a comment from here in the chat. Infidel. Any ideas on separation anxiety training for my Belgian Malinois?
That's a tough one. We're not trainers, so that's not something that we've had to do. So I don't want to like speculate or give advice. So if anybody else has some advice that they could give that maybe they went through a trainer with, we could pass that along.
Especially with the Belgian Malinois. Because those are like working dogs, and they I was watching a video about them. They were like tireless and had a lot of energy.
So we'll maybe have to wait for somebody else to pipe in with that, or it's a good question. Heidi asks, how much do each of the dogs weigh? I don't know. So, well,
I just weighed Bunsen because I took him for laser therapy, and he's like 43 pounds or 43 kilograms.
Yeah. So he's lost a little bit of weight then.
Oh, he's gained weight.
What?
He's gained weight.
He's gained weight. Yeah. So
yeah, and it makes me panic.
He's gained 2 pounds. So he's like 96. Yes. He's like 96 pounds. He was over 100 pounds with the tapeworm cyst. So that knocked him down a bit.
Yes. So that is a weight loss program, is to get your tapeworm cyst removed overnight, your 10-pound tapeworm cyst. But it makes me worried when he does gain weight, because what is it? Is it another tapeworm cyst that's growing inside him? Or is he just more sedentary now that he's a bit older?
I don't know. We have adjusted his food a little bit though. He's not overweight. You can feel his ribs, Chris. Like I wouldn't say he's overweight. He's just gained a bit of weight. Bernoulli is really slim right now. It's tough to see. Like he's sleeping on the floor. So he has had so much activity. So he looks like he's I don't know, chunky, but he is very, very slim right now.
Yeah, I would say he's about the same as Bunsen, or even less.
Yeah.
95, 94 pounds.
Yeah, but Bernoulli's under 100 pounds now. Yeah. Yeah, but he's very, very svelte. Even though he's bigger than Bunsen by a bunch. Like he's taller and he's longer. But that's just because he runs around. He runs around all day. Like he's at doggy daycare. He runs and he runs and he runs. And then we take him for them on big walks, and he runs and he runs and he runs. Like he is super fast.
And athletic. And Beaker, what would you say? 55?
Yeah, she's little. 50 to 55 pounds. Yeah, she's just little. Yeah, when you think of a Bernese Mountain Dog, Bernoulli doesn't really fit the build and the kind of how he moves. Bernoulli moves like a golden retriever. Like if you watch him run, he very much doesn't have kind of that slow plodding that Bunsen has. Bernoulli's like fast. So
he does though, like when he's coming towards you, but when he's like tearing after the duck today, he was fast.
Well, he swims
like,
too. He's just not a normal Bernese Mountain Dog. So
he's fine. He's a good boy.
Does Beaker store her toys at the bed from the start? Yeah, she like, I don't know if it's the bed, but she has layers. We call them layers, and she stores all of her stuff.
Yeah, not layers, but
like a dragon's lair. Yeah. Like, so she takes all of the toys in the house and puts them in her lair. They're all hers. She sleeps on them sometimes like Smog. Yeah, she's always done that. And she's chosen one of the dog beds the last, 2 years. That's where all of the toys in the house go. Every single one. Right in her lair. They're all hers. Bernoulli's not allowed to have any.
Well, she doesn't actually care about them.
Until Bernoulli has them.
Until Bernoulli or Bunsen.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for her to surgically.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to surgically remove the hedgehog squeaker.
That makes Bunsen
so sad.
Yeah. Bernoulli the Flash. Yeah, he's fast. And then Heidi says, sweet bunny, I'm glad he's doing better. I call my 3 burner girls teacup burners. They're so small. 70 for my 2-year-olds and 80 for my 4-year-olds. Yeah. Bunsen's like average, completely average size for a Bernese Mountain Dog, like right in the middle. Even you might even say he's on the smaller side, like where average is and just a little bit less than average. Bernoulli is bigger, than average, but he's just light. Like he doesn't have all that mass in his chest. He is so strong.
I thought he would fill out more, to be honest.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Because Bunsen is very, very
barrel
broad.
chest. Yeah, very barrel chest.
Very barrel chested. Yeah. That there was lots of room for the tapeworm cyst in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Will Bricks go kayaking with his bros this summer? Well, we have to, I think, get a new kayak. I think the kayak died. I'm very sad about that, Chris. It had a good life.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah. So it's an inflatable. Inflatables don't last forever. And the seal on one of the main inflatable bits, I think, is gone, and it's not fixable. Like it's like you can't take the seal out and put a new one in. I think whatever we would have to send it away to get it repaired, really. And by the time you do that, you might as well just buy a new one. So we can look at getting a hard top, but now that we have the Highlander, we don't have the roof rack system. So I think I'd look at another inflatable kayak because how old is that? We got 10 years, as old as Bunsen, 9 years, right?
Yeah.
9 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we used that.
You would think it would last longer.
No, but we used it a lot. We used it lots and lots. And think of the wear and tear of having like dog claws in there,
Yeah, that's the other part. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't cheap, but it did the job. I would love to take Bricks with us on the water. We have to practice him wearing a life jacket though, in case he gets scared and jumped out. And then I'm also worried about how sharp his claws are if we're on an inflatable, because his claws are way sharper than a dog's claws. So all of our stuff are inflatables. Like they're really rugged, but I don't know if that little cat claw would just slice it up and be done. Oh, somebody said, yay, Toyota people.
We are Toyota people.
Clean up the house as a good question. Maybe we'll do this one and then one more Clean Up the House asks which pair of animals get along the best.
Bunsen gets along with everybody.
Yeah.
Like he really gets along with Beaker because she was a puppy. And he grew up with her, or she grew up with him. So he really likes Beaker. And I don't know, he likes Bricks. Sometimes Bernoulli's a lot for him. So, but there are 2 males as well. So we have a little bit of posturing, I guess. I don't know. And Bricks just likes everybody too. Beaker doesn't really love it when Bernoulli goes where he shouldn't. So she tells him off.
Yeah. Yeah, Bernoulli and Bunsen sometimes bark at each other, but they also hang out with each other, I think, the most of all of the dogs.
They sleep together.
They sleep together, they hang out together, they go with each other. Yeah. Bricks loves Bernoulli, so they hang out quite a bit all day together. I don't know, it's tough. That's a tough call. Yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. Sorry, Chris. Somebody was spamming the comments. Wasn't anything wrong. It's just, I don't think you need to do that. Okay. We'll take one more question. I think we'll do a wrap up here. So I'll just check Instagram.
Well, we didn't invite anybody from the audience to come talk.
No, I did, but nobody came up, and that's okay. I thought I did.
Well, no, you didn't. You said we're going to keep talking, and then we'll invite people up. Whoops. So if there's anybody on X, if you're interested in becoming a speaker, we would love to listen and hear your stories. Of course.
Somebody asked if the female burners are smaller, and they generally are. Yes. Somebody was asking if we're going to go back to the mountains. Yes, absolutely. We have to talk actually about what we're doing this summer. Everything got like just imploded on us with Chris's stepdad's illness and all that kind of stuff. So we're now looking towards the summer. I would like to go back to the mountains and take Bricks, because he is a good little hiker, I'll tell you that. And then your pups go hiking a lot off leash. Did you train them for that? So we go hiking with them on our own property. When we go out like on trails or definitely in the mountains, they are not off leash. They are always on leash. So Bunsen and Bernoulli are generally do really, really good off leash. We have a path they go. They follow the pack. Beaker does too, but she sometimes gets obsessed with digging. So then we have to click her up. So sometimes on the walks, you'll see her clicked up and sometimes not. And that's because she sometimes will bolt to go hunt or dig. So.
Especially with spring and summer, with the new smells and the little rodents that are scurrying around.
Yeah.
She's really hopeful that she can catch one and eat it.
And when they were young, we did do a lot of recall training, and they're pretty good. Bernoulli generally is the best, but he did not want to come back after the duck flew out of the creek. He came back. He stopped chasing it. He came and he's like, "No, I'm going to go swimming." So then he went to swim. So
yeah, like he recalled off the chasing the duck.
Yeah,
but
which is
then good. He ran down the hill, and he's like, you could watch his little calculating brain like, do I want to go back to you, or the pool is that way?
Yeah, and then he was just swimming. He just does laps in the pond. He just goes in there and he swims back and forth, back and forth. All right, I think we'll wrap it up, Chris.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
For anybody who doesn't know, it's Adam's birthday tomorrow.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be 21. We are so old.
No, we're so young.
So let's just do a couple plugs since we've got everybody listening.
Sure.
So Chris and I do a science podcast show called The Science Podcast. We're in our 8th season, and we just released the 8th episode of season 8 today. We break down topical science news, and pet science, and then there's usually a guest. The guest this week is definitely an odd guest for the Science Podcast. I'll tell you that. We were approached by the agent. Let me just put this. I'll share my screen here 1 second. No, not invite. I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry, everybody. 1 second here. How do I do that? Share screen. Here we go. My bad. I was going to figure this out. We were approached by the agent for Matt Koff. Matt Koff is an Emmy award-winning comedy writer. He's one of the writers for The Daily Show in the United States. That's the people might be familiar with The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Anyways, he has a comedy special called Catman. So he was very funny. The interview is hilarious. He's obviously funny because he's a comedian. But it is not appropriate for children. So just our interview with him is very, very appropriate for all ages. But if you decide to watch his comedy special, that's not so much for young audiences. He's not a scientist, so it is a very odd interview. He's very self-depreciating. Most of the humor is at his own expense. So take it with what you will there.
But he loves cats.
He does. He loves cats. Yeah.
Yes.
Not a lot of jokes are about him being a single guy and he's got a cat and how there's a stigma against that. So anyways.
Well, there's Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah. Nobody is doing anything. Nobody is doing better for cats for young men than Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, so it's an interview because we love pets, we love our dogs, we love cats. Jason loves cats now. Isn't that a crazy thing? That is like something I never expected to be on my timeline. Yeah. But we do live in a strange timeline. And so I think it's quite fitting that Matt Koff was on the podcast sharing a story about pets.
It was two guys talking about cats. Yeah, it was kind of unique. Yeah. We also have a website which has all of our merch. You can take a look, and if you're interested in any of that stuff, we'd love your support. We still have books for sale. So we wrote and produced Text from Bunsen, my weekly jokes. We've got those books are on our website, and then Fun Facts with Bernoulli. We only have about 50 copies of this book left. So this is like just fun facts, like as if Bernoulli was talking to you, like your hungry brain biology. Look at this cute picture of Beaker. So that's that. All right, thanks for coming to Pet Chat, everybody. We will. I don't think we got anything on the go next week, but we will see everybody for Pet Chat next Saturday. Hey.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody, and we will talk next week.
Thanks for coming.